So we're going to do GeoGuessr again. Now this time we're going to try and do it in the fastest possible time. There's a few high scores on the scoreboard that I don't think we're going to get that fast, but we're going to get as close as we can. So we've got 5 rounds of places somewhere on the peninsula, and we're going to put the marker down on Google Maps as quick as possible. They've got to be within 10 meters, 10 yards of the correct location to be a perfect score. So we've got a perfect score and the fastest possible time. So this may take a few goes, but let's give it a go. So we are going to be able to move around. I'm going to talk you through this from the future, as I soon realised I couldn't think and do it quickly all at the same time. So here we are. I'm thinking we're down in Wallasey by the Cheshire Cheese, somewhere down there. So I'm straight into the map here and thinking, it must be one of these roads down here. Click on there by mistake, and I'm several roads out. So that's ruined that one, but we're going to carry on just for a bit of practice. Now this one looks easy. It's at Egremont. And we think, great. It's just one of the roads down on the bottom of Egremont Promenade. Should be easy to find. Into the map, suddenly realising, hang on, there's quite a few roads that go down to the seafront at Egremont. Which one is it? Realising I could have gone up the road and had a look at the street map, the street sign, but didn't. And I was several roads out, so another ruined one. Looking at this one here, again with all of these, do you recognise where these are before I do? I was a bit stumped initially because I thought there was a building site going on there. Then I realised that that is the bridge at Hooton train station. So we go into there, there's Hooton train station, there's a new estate being built down there. Just trying to figure out how far down it is. I put the marker down there, guess, and yeah, it was full score, pretty good. Now this one was a bit different. I'm initially thinking I'm in Upton. Even though seeing the street sign, that's not a Wirral Borough Council street sign. That was actually an Ellesmere Port street sign, but I didn't realise that at the time. And I'm looking around here, knowing that the fastest time is well off the cards here. But I'm just having a look, and I go off in completely the wrong direction to try and figure out where we are. So this took a while, so we'll speed this bit up. So I went the other way from the start, which I should have done in the first place. Got to this road and thought, I know where we are. That's the road coming down from Little Sutton Station down towards Ellesmere Port. It was completely wrong. So now I have to go back into the map, look for Little Sutton Station. There we go, there's Little Sutton Station. And I eventually go in and find it. Spot on in the end. I move on to the next one. I'm looking here. Then I see the sign there. It's Hoylake Tennis Club. So it's on the road between West Kirby and Hoylake. Straight into the map. Find the first bit of green on the map, which is just there. And we get there. That's not perfect, but didn't really matter. I'm now a tourist on the game, whatever that means. But that was a poor round, quite far out on quite a few of them. So we have to try again. I think it was something like, too many minutes. So let's move on and give it another go. So straight away, Prenton Park Pub, right by Tranmere Rovers. Don't need to figure where that one out. Traffic lights by Tranmere Rovers. There it is there, straight in. On the middle of it, perfect score. Great, that was a nice quick one. Off to the next one. Now, initially knew roughly where this was. It's up in West Kirby, up by is it Kirby Park itself. There's a couple of roads going down. There's the park there. There's a couple of roads, but which road is it? So I look on the map, Grosvenor Avenue. So we find that there. We're approximately one house up, and there we go. Another perfect score. Great, not bad. Then we get this little beauty. We know we're on the M53, but try and get that location within 10 meters. Practically impossible, but I did figure out it's between junction 4 and junction 5 on the bend. It wasn't that far out, to be honest, but it's ruined the perfect score. And then this one topped it off again. We're somewhere in the new Wallasey tunnel, but whereabouts? Still not a bad guess, but we're down. That's ruined the score. Now we're back here again, and we're looking. And here's one. Initially, I thought this is up in Morton, in between Morton and Upton. It's probably more of an Upton place. That's where I'm thinking initially. And I went to the road that I thought it was, and soon realised that things didn't match up. When I did that, I was the wrong end of Peninsula. Look where we were. Right down in Great Sutton, down that way, and that ruined that one. So we've had a couple of good rounds, but nothing perfect. So let's have another go, a final go. Here we are, right behind New Brighton. It's the road behind New Brighton where you get into the, well, you used to get into the floor pavilion at the back. I don't know if you still can. It's that access road to that, so I'm straight in. And by that road there, that's just going up. There we go, roughly about there. Spending a bit too long on it, but we get the perfect score. Let's move on to the next one, see where we are. Straight away, Thornton Hough. So that's right on the Thornton Hall Hotel with the T-junction at the side of it. One of the slowest things in doing this at very quick speed is actually zooming into the map to the right location. That's probably the hardest bit. But there it is there. Click on there, and another perfect score. We're going good. How quick can we get this? Now, here we are. Right down by Woodside. There's the ventilation shaft down there. It's right by the tram that goes from the Transport Museum to Woodside. Get it there. Just about right. Perfect score again. We're looking good. Now, here we are. And then soon realised this is the road heading down towards Park Gate. Actually, there was a bridge here, and the Wirral Way, when it was a railway, went right over where the camera is right now, which was Park Gate Station. There we go, another perfect score. We're looking good. Now we look at this last one. Soon figure out it's Morrison's in West Kirby. So in we go to find it. Now, I have to admit, looking back on this, I was a bit slow on just trying to figure out where we are, even though I knew it. And there we go. And we get a medal and a perfect score. Yes, a perfect score among them all. But how quick did we get? Let's have a look. Well, it's 1 minute and 56 seconds to get all of those done. We are on the leaderboard, but we're in about 4th place. And the other ones have done it in about 1 minute 6, I think it was. So there's still a bit to do to get it down towards the minute mark. But we're going to try and beat our record of 1:56 in the next game that we play. So stick around for that one. Be coming up pretty soon. Subscribe and you'll see the next one apart from all of our other videos that we do. And we'll see you around.